Okay, what are the two most important things you need to consider when buying a medical center? So last week I was actually going through a deal, and I was going through the process of doing the due diligence to see if the business is profitable or not. So it was actually a medical center based in Melbourne. So looking at the information, I saw that the medical center was making around 250k profit. Now, normally, if it's a $1 million revenue, 250k profit is good enough. It's not bad because leaving all the expense out, you're making at least 25% of it, so it's pretty good. So it was doing 250k. Now, when I looked at the offer they were asking, they actually asked me 3 times the profit. So that's also good because normally profit is times 3 service industry. It's a good number to ask. So they're around 4. So the ask price for them, for my records, it should be around 750, but I think they were asking somewhere around 3 times plus the asset. Now, this is something which is really important, which I want to tell you. When you are buying asset along with the business, the most important part is, which you need to consider, is those assets which comes with the business needs to be revenue generating assets. Only then they can be added into the valuation of the business. And if they are not revenue generating, then that's something where you can negotiate with them to see what, if it's important or it's not important, or you can look at other options as well. But if the assets are not asset revenue generating, then typically that should not be claimed in the valuation. But apparently they gave us the offer. I looked at it. When I looked at the assets, there were so many assets which was not the revenue generating, and that just spiked up the price. So then I went through the whole details, renegotiated the deals with them, and hopefully I gave them the offer. Let's see if it comes through. But the second most important thing which I found and learned in this deal was the owner of the medical center was actually not paying him a wage. Now, for all your investors, this is important. When you're running a small medical practice, often, like a medical sector, I'll tell you the size, around 3 to 4 doctors and 2 reception. Often the principal doctor, basically the wage he takes from the business or his billings from the practice, he often considers that as part of business generation. So he considers, okay, I'm taking all my billings, and so that's my profit, and all the rest of the doctors who are working with me I get some percentage on that. But that's not how the case is. So as an investor, you're not a doctor, so you will not be working. There will be someone who's going to be working, and he's going to be, depending on what kind of deal you have with them. Sometimes they have a negotiation between 70 or 70-30 or 90-10, depending on the type of doctor and the type of billings they do. But let's say you are investing in a medical center, and there is a principal doctor and you're buying it from him. You need to consider that the wage he's taking from the practice, first thing, should not be counted in the profitability of the medical center, because obviously when you're going to come on board, you will be hiring a GP at his position. So obviously you will be paying that GPs as well. So then, out of all the billings and out of all the expenses, whatever is left in profit, that's where your share comes in. So this is something which is really important for you to learn, is that first thing is, if it's a GP owner practice, obviously if you are investing in it, you will be requiring so that wage which the GP owner is taking, that's not your profit. Adding the GP in that position minus his wage is what going to be your profits, first thing. Second thing is, only asset generating assets which are generating revenue, only those are the assets which needs to be added in the valuation. Not every single asset can be added in to get the valuation of the business. So hope you got all the information. Let me know if you need a lot of more contents like that. I'll be sharing my reviews on the kind of business and deals I'm going through, so gets an opportunity for you, or for all of you to learn at the same time. Thank you.